All right. Good afternoon. Is everybody able to hear me okay, and can you see our screen? You should be able to see our powerful ways to set and achieve your goals with VIP host Cleta Colson-Eyre's slide. All right, we'll just hang out a second and make sure everybody's connected okay and that everything sounds and looks all right for everyone. Okay, we did just want to introduce ourselves since we've never done this before on one of our webinars. I'm Christina. I'm an account representative with UnitWise.
I'm Raven. I am the product manager for UnitWise. Hi, I'm Ariel. I write the content for UnitWise. I do blogs. And I'm Stephanie. I'm the marketing manager for UnitWise.
All right, now that you've gotten to see us and just kind of get an idea of what we do, we'll go ahead and get started with our webinar. A little bit of background for anybody that doesn't know. UnitWise was launched in 2009. It was built on director feedback, and we actually still use director feedback today whenever we do enhancements or updates. All of our technology is in-house, so it's very easy for us to take suggestions and feedback and actually convert those into real features. We'll go ahead and show you that it is available mobilely, so for anybody that takes your business with you to parties and events and all kinds of places, you can take your UnitWise account with you on your Android or Apple device, so that's a really great feature. For anybody that's not familiar with it, it is a comprehensive web-based program designed to help you succeed in your business. Whenever you're out there hunting for leads and working your business, UnitWise will help you keep track of those leads and convert them into customers or team members whenever that time comes and you've made that relationship with them. You can easily track the invoices and receipts from the sales that you've worked so hard to get, and you can use the email marketing feature to reach out and schedule activities to grow your business with those potential and current customers that you've built relationships with. We will go ahead and intro our VIP host, Cleta Colson-Eyre. Cleta joined Mary Kay after graduating college with a business degree. It started as a way to make some extra money and get her products at a discount, but it quickly became a six-figure income. She has been a director for almost 29 years. 25 of those were in a unit circle, and 2 of those were in $500,000 circle. The last 5 in the Circle of Excellence, the highest of those being $720,000. She's been on 5 top director trips to China, Maui, London, Rome, and Alaska. She drives a 2017 pink Cadillac, has 111 stars on her ladder of success, completed National Court of Sales and Double Star 10 times, and is a future executive senior director from Valdosta, Georgia. Now we do ask that you all stay until the end. We will have a Q&A session with Cleta, and we will also have it with the heroes. To give you an idea of what the chat box looks like, whenever you go to enter those questions, it's going to be right here, and you can just send those to us, and we'll make sure that they get over to Cleta. And with that, we will go ahead and turn it over to our host, Cleta Colson-Eyre.
Well, hello, my name is Cleta Colson-Eyre, and today I want to talk to you a little bit about setting goals and actually reaching them. Not just setting them, but reaching the goal. So, first of all, what you want to do is you want to, first and foremost, you want to set a goal that actually excites you. Not a goal that your director set for you, not a goal that your recruiter set for you or even your national set for you. This has to be a goal that really excites you. Like you get excited about it. So I want to give you 6 just simple questions you can ask yourself to see if this is the goal for you. Okay, so first of all, can you see yourself actually winning or achieving this goal? Picture it in your mind first. So let's say your goal is to be in your red jacket. Can you see yourself put on that red jacket? What if it's to be a on-target car winner? A DIQ. What if you could be a DIQ, all in with 8? The promotion that the company has going right now, 8 active team members. What if it's to be a director? You're already in DIQ and you want to finish. Can you see yourself in that suit? What about a top trip director? Have you thought about Argentina? You might could go this year as a top trip director, or in that beautiful pink Cadillac, or maybe an NSD even. So what you have to do is you have to think about it in your mind. You really have to imagine yourself winning that and see it. The more you imagine it, the more you see it, the more you're going to be able to believe it. Mary Kay Ash herself said, what the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. And so we have to listen to our founder. So that's question number 1. Question number 2, when I win or achieve this goal, how is that going to make me feel? How am I going to feel? Can you think about how you're going to feel when you actually achieve this goal? What will your family say? Well, who will be your biggest cheerleaders? Who are the men or women on your team in your life that are going to say, you can do it, don't give up, I believe in you? Identify those people right here from the get-go. Picture the celebration you're going to have in detail. Who are you going to invite to your car celebration? Who will be there at your director debut? Who will be there when you debut on stage as a national sales director? How are you going to feel when that moment happens? Can you just see that in your mind? Number 3, do I go to bed thinking about this goal and wake up still excited to get to work on my goal? Or is it just a wish, which is question number 4? I wish I could be $1 million director. Okay, that's not going to do it, right? Number 5, is this only a dream? Now, dreams are awesome. Dreams are awesome, but if you just dream about something and you never put any kind of action or plan to it, it's just going to stay a dream. It'd be like a 5'2" lady dreaming she was 5'10". It's never going to happen, right? So you want to put some action around your dreams so that they can become a reality and a real goal for you. And then number 6, is it a real goal? At the end of the month, if you miss this goal, are you going to shed a tear? Are you going to really feel, disappointed? You know what? It's okay. It's okay if you miss a goal and you feel disappointed, because the truth is, I have seen people set a goal at the beginning of the month, and at the end of the month, they go to bed at 8 o'clock. They don't even try the last day of the month, and they don't even remember what the goal they set. That was not a real goal. This has to be something that you are actually working toward every single day. It really means something to you. And even if you have to add a month to that goal, it's not something you're going to change just because you don't make it. That's a real goal. You're like, I'm doing it. Okay, so that is segment number 1. You've got to figure out what that real goal is, and you cannot give up on what we call National Give Up Day. That's around, the 17th of the month or the 20th of the month, where people go, you know what, I'm just not seeing this happen. Maybe I'll just put it off till next month, or I'll wait till after the holidays. That's it. Yeah, I got to wait till Halloween's over, and then Thanksgiving, and you got Christmas on the way, so let me just wait till January. And then, I got Valentine's Day. Well, spring is coming. We got spring break with the kids, and there's always going to be another month. So you can't do that. You're like, I'm working to the end. I'm staying up all night. I'm going to do whatever it takes. Okay, so second, you're going to make your goal. You're going to name that goal. You're going to claim the goal, and you're going to obtain the goal. So let's talk about how to do that. So you are going to break it down into small bite-sized pieces. First of all, you're going to start with the end in mind. So we're going to take one example, and you can make this with any goal that you may have. Okay, so let's say that you're going for the All-In with 8. You want to be a DIQ on November the 1st, okay, or whatever month that the promotion is going in, November or December the 1st. You've got to know the end results. And if this promotion happens to be over and, you're watching this and that promotion is over, it's okay. You got to have 10. So right now it's 8. So step 1, you first are going to say, how many active team members do I actually have? Now that seems like a crazy question, but you know what? It changes every month, the status of your team members. So you've got to get on In Touch, and you've got to look who is actually active. Who is an A1 or an A2 or A3, because you don't want to mess up and think someone's active and they're not. So check that. Number 2, you're going to reach out to the inactive people if you have any on your team. You might even have some that are terminated that you could reach out to, and tell them what your goal is. Tell them that you're looking for 8 great women, that if they want to be on your great 8 team, that they would want to get active by the end of the month, and you would like to help them by maybe going to do a party for them. Maybe it's been a long time since they've done a party, or maybe they've never done a party. You go over there and do a party for them. You bring some of your people, let her bring some people, and you could sell enough to get her active and help her make some money. Give her some holiday tips. So whatever you have to do, reach out, and then if they say no, they're not interested, that's okay. X them off the list, and then you'll know. Step number 3, how many more people do you need? So you found out how many you have, how many are active, you've reached out to those. Okay, what's the bottom line? How many do you need? You got to have that number. Then you're going to take that number and you're going to times it by 5. So let's just pretend that you don't have any team members and you're like, I still would like to be a DIQ. I know I can do it. It's in my heart to be a director. I'm doing it. Okay, so you're going to take 8 times 5. That's 40. So you are going to want to do 40 career chats, interviews, marketing plans, whatever you want to call it, share chats. You're going to talk to 40 women this month about the business opportunity. And great chances are that you're going to have your 8 team members or more, because the statistics are about 1 out of 5 people that you talk to are going to sign up. So if you wait till the end of the month and you only have talk to 10 people, you cannot be disappointed if you don't have your 8 recruits. I mean, that's just the bottom line. Really, the numbers don't lie. I mean, I've been in this company for 32 years, and I know that the numbers don't lie. They all play out to exactly that. And when you get a little bit better, you can recruit, your percentages go down. I mean, in my mind, I get 1 out of 1. It's not true, but in my mind, that's what I get. Okay, so step 5, a daily plan. You're going to have a daily plan of what you need to do, because this is where really you can get tripped up. So today is October the 11th. Maybe you just got started. You're just starting today. It's the 11th. You haven't done anything at the beginning of the month. So you have 20 days left in the month to talk to 40 people. So that's 2 people a day to do a little 15 to 20 minute talk with, face-to-face, if possible, over the phone or FaceTime or Zoom or whatever you're going to use. It's better if you can look at them, but if not, even just a phone call, okay? 40 people, that's 2 a day. That's not that many to talk to just 2 people a day, is it? Even right now, if you've not done anything, you could do that. You absolutely could. Okay, let's take it a little further. Maybe you're like, Cleta, I'd love to talk to 2 people a day, but I just don't have anybody to talk to. I don't even know where to start. Who do I talk to? So let's talk about where you're going to get those 40 people. Of course, first of all, if you've been in Mary Kay for any amount of time, you have a customer base. So you're going to reach out to them first and just see if they would be willing to get on a phone call or meet with you in person for 20 minutes to talk about the business. And if I were you, I would offer them a free gift to do this. A free mascara, a free lipstick, listen for a lipstick, a gift certificate, or a percentage off. So you want to offer them something just for listening, because nobody really thinks they're going to do it, right, until they listen. Okay. Then you're going to go to your family and your friends. That's the next people you're going to look at. Who in your family base or your friend base that maybe would just listen. And you know what? They could give you referrals even. If they don't want to do it, they could give you a referral. If you also pick 2 people from every party, that's a great way to get new names and get 2 people that you could talk to, because at every party of 6 people, there should be 2 that you could talk to about the business opportunity. You may say, well, there's 20 days left in the month, and then that's going to be me basically doing 2 parties, a party a day, okay, to get 2 people from every party, right? Well, you could definitely do that, or you could take your Saturdays, 3 Saturdays in the month, do 3 parties that month. On that Saturday. So that'd be 9 parties, and then get 11 more in on the month. Some people even have like 2 hostesses at each time slot. So that could be 18 parties on the 3 Saturdays that you have left in the month. So you can do this, you guys. You can have the parties to meet the people, to get the prospects, to get the recruits, to actually get them just to listen to you, right? Okay, so the next thing you may say is, that's awesome, but I don't have any bookings. So maybe you have to go all the way back down to you need new names, like you need leads. You have went through everybody, you feel like you don't know anybody. So you may have to set you a goal of how many people you're going to get out and talk to a day. It may be that at the beginning right here that you need to talk to, go out and get 10 names a day, or even 20. And, don't take all day to do this. A lot of women get up and go to get coffee in the morning. Go to the coffee shops and, you know, get those names early in the morning so that you can go out and book them later, right? And so you have to have that goal of how are you going to get new names. Different things work for different people. You may do facial boxes. You may try to get a booth up in your town and get some names. So you're going to have to figure that out. There's even on the back of the profile card, there's something that says the beauty of friendship. And you could use that, play the game, and get names there at your party. So you may have, let's say you have 2 parties coming up, and then each person at the party gives you 10 referrals. Well, that could give you about 100 new names really quick, the next 10 people that you do. Or they might give you 20 referrals. So think about that. That's a great way to get some new people to book and then also to look to add to your team. And keep in mind that sometimes it's not the people, some people are not going to hold a party, but they will sign up. So it could be you just know somebody sharp and you say, listen, you know, I just need you to listen to me for a few minutes to tell you about the company. Okay. Mary Kay Ash used to say that you can eat an elephant one bite at a time. So you're going to keep the end in mind, and then you're going to break it all the way back down to the beginning. Okay, so because nothing is too difficult if you start out in small portions of what you've got to finish. Okay, so number 3, set a non-negotiable plan of action, including organizing your time. And this is very, very important. It's a tough one, and you may need to break it down on paper. If you, let's say you have your goal plastered all over your office, all over your wall, all over your mirror, you have your weekly plan sheet, so perfect that Mary Kay Ash could put it on InTouch and say, this is the prime example of a weekly plan sheet. Let's say that you have color-coded it, you put it on the refrigerator for your family to see, you've committed in front of your unit, you've made a vow to everybody you know, and you're committed to getting it done. But you have not committed to the time it's going to take to move up. You have not really looked at it on paper of when are you going to make time to do these appointments. Because it does take time to talk to people, right? When are you going to take the time to do the parties? And your day is probably already full. I mean, you may already have a full day. You're busy, 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 and you're like, I don't even know. So you have got to look at your time and your schedule and say, when can I cut out some things that are not necessarily bad things, but I could cut out some things to work, because that's going to be the key to it. You want to list 5 things at least that you will give up for this short amount of time to reach your goal. And it may be time on Facebook. I mean, I love Facebook, don't y'all? But it could be a time waster. You can look and all of a sudden you've been sitting at your desk for 3 hours and all you've been doing is hitting like, and make comments, and you haven't done one single thing towards your business that day, hardly. So limit your time. Maybe do it late at night, early in the morning, or say I'm going to do it for 15 minutes and I'm going to get off. So, you know, you kind of got to look at that of how much time. It could be TV. You may wake up and start watching the news and you get in a bad mood and you get depressed, and then at night you're ending up on the news and you've watched it 4 hours of the news or whatever. Maybe you've got some program. Maybe you could just give that up for a little while. I let my husband tell me what's important with the news. You know, I said, anything going on that I need to know? Because I don't have time to sit there and watch 5 hours of the news every day, right? So think about that. Whatever you're doing, you got to look and say, I could maybe give this up for a short amount of time. And you can work with your family and say, for a short amount of time, I'm going to be really going Mary Kay like all the time to get this done. I want to remind you that you have done this in the past. If you have ever played a sport, if you've ever ran a race, if you've ever been on a diet, ladies, you know we've all been on a diet. You can do anything for a short amount of time. And so if you've ever had to get in shape to play a sport, you know there's a time that is just intense. And when I used to play basketball, they called it gut week. And it's just an intense week and 2 weeks of getting in shape. And you think you're going to die. But because you did it, then you're ready for the game. And all the stuff you're doing right now to get ready to go into DIQ, it's going to help you finish DIQ, because our goal is not just to go into it. We want to finish and become a director, right? Or win that Cadillac, or whatever your goal is. It all is with recruiting, is it not? And selling. So I heard this great analogy, and I thought it was just brilliant from a director friend of mine. And she said, you take a measuring tape and that, let's just say, it's 82 inches long. So you stretch it out, a big old measuring tape. And we did this at a conference. We had people line up all around the room. And then she said, okay, so let's say the average person lives, I don't know what it is, we're just going to say 80 years old right now. Okay, so every foot in that measuring tape is a year of your life. And every inch of the measuring tape, so there's 12 inches on there, that's a month. All right, 12 months in a year. And every quarter inch is a week. So if you think about it, you've got the rest of this month, just a couple quarter inches, just a couple weeks to sacrifice so that you can get into DIQ and take up 4 little inches, or really right now 1 to 3 little inches of your life to finish this big goal that could last you for the rest of your life. Think about me. I became a sales director in 1989. That is 28 years ago. So think about that, and you think about that 4 inches of my life, and I'm 55 years old right now. I shouldn't say that on national TV, right? Or on YouTube or whatever I'm on. But you know what? I sacrificed those 4 little inches for a lifetime of fun and financial stability and things like that. So you have to sacrifice that time to get this done, you guys. Once you really decide, there's not going to be any plan B. You're just going to do it. And I want to just tell you to go ahead and find a mentor that you can reach up to when you might get discouraged. And you always want to wind up, not wind down. And you know what that means? When you wind down, you're complaining to your sister consultants and your recruits. That's terrible, right? Because if you complain, your team member's going to breathe them down. You're going to wind up, and your sales director or your mentor, they're going to wind you back up and say, okay, girl, you can do it. And you need that. So I want to close with something I found on the internet, and it was by a guy named Dan Western. And this is the 8 reasons why some people give up on their goal. Number 1, they lose the belief of it being possible. Number 2, they get bored of the repetitiveness of what they have to do to get there. Number 3, they don't see the results quick enough. They give up before they see the results. Number 4, they listen to others' advice. And I want to add others' advice that do not know what they're going for, don't understand, or have not been there. You want to always take advice for someone you would trade places with. Number 5, they just find it too difficult. Number 6, they become distracted by other areas of their life. Number 7, they fear what is involved. And number 8, they don't have the discipline to work hard enough. And I say, or work smart enough. So if you can just kind of grasp some of these ideas and concepts, I know that you can set a goal, and not only set the goal, but you can reach the goal. I believe you can do it. Now is the time. Mary Kate is on a roll. Our thing this year is to be all in. So, you know, my mentor said today, she said, you know, your future starts today. And so begin now and be all in.
All right. Well, with that, we'll go ahead and start our Q&A with Cleta Colson-Eyre and with the UnitWise heroes if there are any questions for us. We'll go ahead and start getting those questions over to her, and Cleta will be able to answer those for you all. Okay, Cleta, it looks like Kim would like to know how long you were in the Mary Kay business before you reached your DIQ status.
Okay, that's a great question. I actually have been in 2 years before I went DIQ. Back when I joined, it's kind of funny because I was a red jacket my first year I went to seminar, but I really did not understand the whole concept of it, to the point that I didn't even wear my red jacket my second day. I thought, why do I want to wear that same thing every day? And so, you know, it wasn't really till I got with my adopted director, and she had become a director, went DIQ. She won her first car in 6 weeks. Her name is Deborah Bishop, and she became a sales director right after that. And I'm like, wow, okay. So, you know, I just saw someone else that did it fast, and then I thought, if she can do it, I can do it.
Thank you for that, Cleta. That was a great answer. Carrie would like to know, what are your recommendations for juggling your family and your business?
Okay, well, that is something you definitely have to get a hold of. And, you know, different times in your life, you're going to have to do different things. And one of I have a lot of women in my unit that have children. And so a lot of them, according to the age of your children, a lot of them, like, they make sure that when they're home, like after school is out, and they take those few hours right after school, and then they do their business in the evenings. Okay, and then some, when let's say you've got kids with a bunch of ball games, and maybe you do your Mary Kay full time. Well, you've got to learn to do some parties during the day as well. And there are women that will do parties during the day. So really a weekly schedule, that weekly plan sheet is the best thing to do to kind of put down every single thing that's important to you, but also go over with your children that, you know, occasionally mom may have to miss a ball game, but I'm going to be on the main ones. And I know some of my consultants say, look, they get the schedule and they say, you know, which are the main games you want me at if I can't go to all of them? And the kids will normally tell you. And so little children can be bribed by, you know, presents, things when you come home. If they were good, they get a little dollar to go toward, you know, something they're trying to win or earn. So there's a lot of creative ways to schedule that. But, you know, each individual is really different with that. Like right now, my husband is like, hey, whatever you need to do, because he knows I have huge goals, and he's very flexible, and I really get my family involved. Like, he goes with me to the meetings as the sales director, and he'll set up, run my music, and some different things like that too. So with your husbands, get them involved by going to the conferences so that they understand what you're going for. I think that's important as well.
Thank you so much, Cleta. That has been some really great advice. We do have another question from Martita. She'd like you to repeat some reasons that people give up, please.
Okay, I'll be glad to do that. So number one is that they lose the belief of it being possible. Number two, they get bored of the repetitiveness of it. And like with Mary Kay, that would be they just get tired of doing the interviews, which, you know, you may do 20 in a row and not get a recruit, and then it's the next 8 will sign up. So you've got to really stand true to that. Number 3, they don't see results quick enough. Like they're putting in the efforts, but they're not seeing the results yet. And that's another one where you have to be patient and just keep putting it in. I say sow the seeds. Number 4, they listen to others' advice. And with that, what I mean with that, it would be people that do not have the same goal as you, or maybe people that have never reach the goal that you're trying to reach. Don't take advice from people you don't want to swap places with. Number 5, they find it too difficult. They just give up and go, it's too hard. And with that, what I would say is if other people can do it, you can do it. You know, if it's impossible, then no one's done it, right? Number 6, they become distracted by other aspects of their life. Life just got in the way, and they just put, you know, a lot of times life comes out and you say, I'm going to put something on the back burner, and people put their Mary Kay on the back burner, which is kind of crazy. You don't see men do that with their jobs. Number 7, they fear what is involved. Like they think this is too much. Okay, and that's where you really just need to talk to some women that have done it. And then number 8, they don't have the discipline to work hard enough. They're just unwilling to do the work. So those are the 7 reasons why most people give up on their dreams and their goals.
All right. Thank you so much, Cleta, for all of those great detailed answers. The questions are starting to slow down now, so we are just going to go ahead and go to our thank you slide. Using the new tips you shared, we now know how to set our goals and make sure they excite us. We know how to break them down into bite-sized pieces, and we know to set a non-negotiable plan of action, including organizing our time. So those are going to be some really great tips as we move forward. Now, if any of you want to catch up on some more All-in with 8 tips from Cleta, you can check out our interview with her in our recent blog. Raven is actually going to post the link to that blog in the chat, so you all can easily go check that out. It's a really great interview with her, so make sure you don't miss it. For anybody that's not part of the UnitWise family, if you're interested, we do have a free 15-day trial when you sign up at UnitWise.com. All you have to do is go to UnitWise.com, click register, enter your information. We do have a free setup option if you're interested, but for all of the live viewers today who would be new users, we are going to email you a follow-up with a promo code to get 15 extra days free. So that is going to be a 30-day, a whole month trial as a thank you to being with us for our live webinar today. Now, for anybody that's already a UnitWise user, you can't use the promo code toward your free days, but you can use it to refer new users to UnitWise, and 4 referrals will get you a whole month free. So make sure you take advantage of that. And we do want to share with you, coming soon, we have our UnitWise Halloween makeup series. Don't forget to follow UnitWise on social media. We're providing exclusive access to our followers of behind-the-scenes glances and sneak peeks to tomorrow's Halloween look. These hot new looks using some MK products will spice up your creativity for Halloween costume ideas this year. We will release a new video every Wednesday leading up to Halloween, so don't miss out. Follow us for exclusive details on our upcoming looks. Raven is going to go ahead and add our YouTube link in the chat so that you can go ahead and subscribe and make sure that you don't miss the notification for tomorrow's release. And thank you all for joining us. We really appreciate it. If you ever have any questions or feedback, you can always contact us at heroes@unitwise.com by email, or you can give us a call. We are available, so thank you so much. We're going to go ahead and end it.